Namaste. So we will begin our meditation this morning. Today, we will focus upon graceful acceptance. We come across different situations in life. Some are pleasant and some unpleasant. Unpleasant situations disturb our mind. And when the mind is disturbed, it is difficult to have the composure of the mind. Without that, we cannot abide in the self. And that is why it is important to have the attitude of gracefully accepting the situations of life. Therefore, today we will focus upon this concept of prasada buddhi, that is graceful acceptance, in our meditation. So let us begin that. Everybody sit back straight. Keep your back in a straight line as far as possible, so that you don't tend to tilt one side and remain straight. Plus, put your hands in a position which is comfortable to you, preferably on the lap and with the palms intertwined or folded. Now, close your eyes softly. Don't put pressure upon the eyelids. Close them softly. Breathe deeply for few seconds so that your breathing becomes normal. You can even just watch your breath. Just watching it. Watching the breath coming in and getting exhaled. You may just watch this for a few seconds. All this helps in quietening the mind. Now, we shall chant Ishvara's name for few seconds. We need Ishvara's grace His blessings in carrying out meditation. We need His grace in this appointment with ourselves. And so, try to immerse your mind with the name of Ishvara and try to see how His grace fills you up. Ishvara is there with you in this journey. In this journey of knowing the self, you are not alone. Paramatma is there with you. In fact, He watches everything and showers His blessings so that it facilitates you in knowing the self. And that self is not separate from Him. So now, let us invoke His grace by Namasmaranam. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram, Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram, Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram, Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram, Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram, Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram, Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram. Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram, Shri Ram Jaya Ram, Jaya Jaya Ram. O Ishvara, help me accept the circumstances of my life, all that has happened in my life with prasada buddhi. Let me accept all the pleasant and unpleasant situations of my life that has occurred in past and present gracefully. I do not control the situations. I have freedom in performing the action, but not in the result thereof. Lord Krishna clearly states in Gita that He is Karma Phaladata. Ishvara is the author of Karma Phala, the results of actions. Yes, I certainly have freedom in performing action, but not in deciding the result. The result is dispensed by the laws of karma and those laws are not different from Ishvara. And there is nothing wrong in that law. Let me understand this very well, that there is no lacuna in the law of action, because Ishvara is not different from that law. The law of karma and phala. The law of cause and effect. When I perform an action, I get the result today or tomorrow in keeping with the laws of action authored by Ishvara. And today I may be disturbed by what has happened in my life, or what is currently happening in my life. There may be wounds in my heart remembering the events that has occurred in life. I may have felt that life has not been fair to me. Ishvara has not been just with me. There has been injustice in my life. And that has left me with many wounds. And unless I come out of them, unless I treat those wounds with a right attitude, I cannot progress. A mind which is hurt, which is not happy, which feels that justice is not meted out to me, cannot have a clean, clear mind. With that mind, unhappy mind, disturbed mind, knowing the self is not possible. And that is why I need to settle account with that mind. I need to educate that mind with right attitude. Lord Krishna says, Samatvam Yoga Uchyate. Yoga is sameness of the mind. Lord Krishna beautifully says, Nityam cha samachittatvam ishta nishtopapatteshu. I maintain the equipoise of the mind, the sameness of the mind in pleasant and unpleasant situations. That can happen only if I have graceful acceptance. Prasada Buddhi. The concept of prasada is a very beautiful concept which helps me gracefully accept everything that has happened in my life, everything that is happening in my life, and everything that will happen in my life. Prasada is that which comes from Ishvara. I offer something, a flower, at his feet. I offer a sweet at his feet. As Naivedya, as an offering, and receive back from him as prasada. What I get back is prasada. And that may be a flower, a leaf, or a laddu, or ash, vibhuti, anything. It is not important as to what I get, but what is important is it is coming from him. And what comes from him has that energy. It purifies me. It sanctifies me because it has touched Ishvara's feet. When I have this attitude, what comes elevates me. It fails to disturb me, but it elevates me. I feel gratified in getting that from him. And the result is I enjoy samatvam of the mind, the sameness of the mind. My mind remains composed. In that mind, quiet and composed, I see the self. I need to understand that I do not call all the shots. What I get back is the result of an action done by me today or in the past. And the law is that it comes back to me in the form of the outcome, the result. There is a moral law. If my action is in keeping with dharma, in keeping with the order of this creation, then the outcome will be good. And the law is that if I violate, transgress the dharma, or if I violate the order of harmony, the result will be unhappiness in some form or the other. That doesn't mean that Ishvara punishes me by giving me unpleasant situation. No. Ishvara doesn't punish. He merely gives the result. And I have to learn from it. If I react, if I throw tantrums, I will not learn. Let me understand that who knows, the result could have been much worse. but Ishvara's blessings made it only this much. And there is some hidden purpose in what I am getting. It is for me to learn. Had it been otherwise, perhaps I would be different. Therefore, there is no way of deciding or judging whether a situation is good or bad. Situation is phala. It is just an outcome. I need not judge it as pleasant or unpleasant, desirable or undesirable. It is just a result. Let me learn from it and proceed. Do not get stuck over there. Give benefit of doubt to Ishvara. He is not there to punish me. He is my well-wisher. He knows everything. Ishvara is Sarvagnya, omniscient. Ishvara is Sarvashaktiman, omnipotent. He exactly knows what is best for me. And sometimes we need a bitter pill to treat ourselves. Just as a mother loves the child and sometimes Mother Mother appears to be cruel, but in reality, she is never cruel. Because she loves her child more than herself. Child's well-being is always precious to her. Similarly, Ishvara is more than a mother. Mother is loving but not all-knowing. Ishvara is all-knowing. He exactly knows what is best for me. He is molding me. He is shaping me. And for that, he may appear cruel sometimes. He may appear unfair sometimes, but he never and never cannot be, he can never be unfair. He is always fair. I may not understand this today, but it is a fact. So, let me pray today to gracefully to help Ishvara help me accept everything gracefully. If the result is in keeping with my expectations, then also it is prasada. If the result is more than what I expected, it is prasada. If the result is less than what I expected, it is prasada. If it is exactly as I expected, it is prasada. And if the result is opposite of what I expected, still it is prasada. And with prasada buddhi, nothing can unruffle my mind. No matter what happens, no matter what has happened, no matter what can happen, my mind will be composed. My mind will remain calm and quiet, ready to absorb and understand. This is yoga. I do my best and accept what comes with equipoise of mind. Because I see it as coming from Him. I enjoy the peace of mind. With this attitude, knowledge is not far away. When the pool of mind is quiet, composed, the self manifests clearly. Abidance in the self becomes easy. And so I adopt, I imbibe the attitude of gracefully accepting everything that has happened, is happening, and will happen in my life. What comes helps me to proceed further. And not to stop me from proceeding. With this attitude of graceful acceptance, abidance in Atma becomes easy. It is not far away. Mind with this attitude helps me to understand that I am complete. I am happiness. I am what I am seeking. Such a mind merges in the self. Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham Shivoham Chidananda Rupaha Shivoham 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 Om Shanti Shanti Shanti.